What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Capone News. Support art. We have a very special guest here.
Kenzo Balla, man. Y'all know what's going on, man.
What's up, Kenzo? How you feeling?
What's the word, bro? Chilling, man. Maintaining. I'm good, man.
How long? And we're in December right now. How long the project been out?
Been out for a month now. It dropped in early November.
And how did you feel about it? How did you feel about kind of the reception of the project? I went on Twitter, saw a lot of people talking about it. Instagram, a couple blog pages, the drill blog pages posted about it. So a lot of people under the comments very excited about it. How did you feel about it? Finally getting the project out to people.
I was excited, of course, because it was a long time coming. It was something I was working on for a little minute.
Yeah,
I was working on it. I was just waiting to drop it for me. It was something I wanted to drop. I was waiting. I was feeling kind of to drop that shit.
Because
I just wanted the something for the fans. Like, I know everybody's waiting for my first project.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think not all of them were new songs, right?
No, not all of them. Half of them was new songs, and half of them was songs that was already out.
Yeah,
it was literally like that. It was split.
What made you do that? What made you not feed your fans, with an entirely new, complete body of work? Why suddenly put some old songs on there that were already out? You just felt like people already messing with them really hard, so you felt like,
Yeah, it was because and plus I was just like, those just the recent songs I dropped to, and I was like fan favorite. So I'm like, for me when I spoke to him, for me, my manager and all of us, we talked, we chopped it up. We just gonna do half like that, and then the next one we drop, it's gonna be all new ones. Feel me? Because it was still certain shit that for me, it's like everybody when they first do their project, they still got they songs that they recently dropped. For me, it just makes sense to just throw it on the project, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Ready to Blitz.
Yeah.
Why that title, man?
I don't know, because that's just something I've been calling myself for a minute. It just stuck with me. It just stuck with me. I don't know. I just like the way it sounds, and I just started using it.
Yeah.
From then, for me, even I got my song called Ready to Blitz, but from right there,
that's a tough record. Yeah.
I just used that, and I just started using it.
The one that you have on the project, isn't it the one that you dropped a while ago, right?
You
switched the instrument?
The beat is different because it got the copyrights and all that on it, like the sample. So we had to it's the same, but it's different at the same time.
See, I be thinking about that, because a lot of the drill guys play with a lot of samples, amazing samples, and they do it so well. And I always, sit down and think to myself, like, how is that gonna hurt them? When they're trying to put it on streaming services, because YouTube is cool, but does YouTube strike back sometimes? Like,
yeah, YouTube is sometimes they'll get on your ass and they'll tell you like you can't, like, especially if the person sees it or somebody on their team see it, they'll try to tell you take the video down and stuff. Depending on what sample it is.
I like that, man. So you put the deluxe out December 9th, right?
The deluxe is coming out on the 16th. It dropped this Friday.
I thought you said on the 9th it was coming out.
Yeah, it was supposed to drop on the 9th, but for me, we all spoke and everybody was dropping on that day, so we just gonna do the week after, and I dropped a video on the 9th, me and KR.
Oh,
so
okay.
We just gonna start it for next week, but that's when it was originally supposed to drop. It was supposed to drop on the 9th. So but now it dropped this Friday.
16th, this Friday. How many songs you got coming
on? How many songs do I got on the deluxe? I don't even remember. I think I got probably six on the deluxe, yeah. And 6 or 5.
Are the features people that we know? Like, do you have any features on there? Or
yeah, I think I got one feature on there, me and Ray and shit.
Okay.
Other than that, the rest is just me.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
They all new songs too, nothing that.
Okay.
Yeah, that nobody heard, so it's all new.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why do it like that? Because to me, it would feel like it would be the other way, right? You would present the new songs, and then the deluxe is old work to just kind of feed them with that. But why go the other way? You kind of
I just felt like it made more sense to me that way. This way, if it just made more sense, because why drop new songs and then wait after to drop the old songs that you already have? For me, might as well just get those out the way first. Get those out the way with some new songs in them, and then when you drop the next shit, all new songs. So either way, they still gonna be satisfied.
Nah, I like that answer better. So let's trace back. Let's walk back a little bit. Before all of this started, before the project came out, before you signed, you were living in the Bronx. Just a young man from the Bronx trying to make it. Do you remember those early days? Like, what were those early days?
Of course. It was just like you just on the block every day. We in the Bronx. You know how the Bronx is. We all just trying to find a way, just to trying to find what we gonna do to try to be successful and whatever. We just was trying to find something, whether it was like we playing ball or we started going to the studio. Like we was just trying to find something. You always in the studio, and we on the block. It's a lot of shit that going. You feel me? You don't want to always be around that shit, so you just want to do something else and try to find something else to see if you could excel in it.
Yeah,
you know.
I read an article. You said you made a promise to yourself, like you knew you were gonna do something in life, like. That was kind of your promise that you made to yourself, like you beat somebody.
Yeah, because I was always telling myself that, because even when people was telling me, even teachers, all that for me, because one thing about in school, I was always, like, of course I was bad and all that, but I was always doing my work and shit like that. And there'll be certain teachers just off me being bad, they would say I'm not going to be nothing, but it would be the real teachers that really sit down and be like, for me, you could really do something because you got the smarts and all that. For me, you just got to use it the right way. And I was just like, I already knew myself. I'm like, it don't matter what I do. Whatever I put my mind to do it, I'm going to do it for me the right way. I'm going to do it. I already knew that.
Yeah. That's so interesting, because I was actually thinking about, like, if you weren't rapping, like, what exactly would you be doing? What else?
I don't really know. Like, I really think I was really interested in, before this was playing ball, but other than that, I probably wouldn't, like, for me, you know how basketball go out here.
Yeah.
That's a 1 million chance, but I knew I would have found something else that I would have wanted to do. I would have found something else.
Though.
Yeah.
That music.
Even with music, even if
gamble, right?
Yeah. But I would even if it was none of that, I would have found something to do. Or even if I was doing music in a different way, like, I would have learned how to do something like producing, engineering, shooting videos, something. Like, I would have learned something, because for me, I love music. I always loved music when I was young, so I knew, like, for me, I would never say, like, it's going to be guaranteed that I'm going to do something with the music, but I said, like, that's one of my main focus I'm going to put to for me, and hopefully it turned out right.
So, you in the Bronx, where exactly are you from in the Bronx?
I'm from 165.
Okay.
Simpson, you know what I mean, on the 5. For me, over there, those sides, 2 and the 5 line.
Okay.
Simpson Street.
Who raised you? Moms, pops, both?
Oh yeah, my mom's mostly, but my mom's and my pops had finna be like the first couple years, and then my mom. And then my mom, and always been my grandmother around too.
Wow.
Always.
Do you have any siblings?
Oh yeah.
How many?
I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Are you like the?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest.
Wow, you the oldest. Yeah. Man. Nah, that's a great feeling. I always, like, my sister's young. I'm the middle child, but I have a younger sister, and you know, she's like really like impressed by like what I do, right? You know, working at, you know, Power, like, a station like Power.
It's like that older brother, like, for me, how they see when you see that older brother doing something, like, when they're younger, they always,
do they feel that way?
Oh yeah, definitely. And then plus, it's like they get both, because TG, my younger brother, we both doing this, so it's like they get to see it from both ways. For me,
I was gonna get into that. I was gonna get into that later, because I saw his P Films interview, and he said, y'all were brothers. Yeah. Like, that's a fact?
Yeah.
Y'all brothers?
Nah, we blood brothers. Same mom, same pops.
Damn. Y'all both doing music. Y'all both got signed. Yeah. God damn.
Hell yeah.
Was it ever like a competition going on in the household? Like, who's gonna get signed first?
No, we didn't never even think about it like that. We were just making music. We didn't even care about it. We never even really talked about it. Like, we was talking about getting signed, but we never talked about who was going to do it first. Like, whatever we did, we just both did it.
Do you know who initially started rapping first? Was it you? Was it him?
I ain't gonna lie, we both started at the same time.
Really?
Like, the same. My first studio session was his first. So it was like we was both the same time. So we started the same time on everything.
Wow. And so who is Kenzo listening to at this time? At this time, you know, you're young Bo in the hood, you know, moving around. Who are some of the artists that you're listening to?
At that time, I was listening to everybody. Chief Keef, Lil Durk, the Chicago drill scene. I was listening to Drake. Everybody, bro. I was just listening. I listen to all types of music, like even R&B music. I was listening to old music because that's from my mom and them. Feel me? I knew R&B. Feel me? Just feel me? Rick Ross, all of them, like just everybody, bro. I was listening to everybody, like I was listening to French Montana, everybody, cause even Bronx vibes, like listening to just all the rappers from there, from everything.
Yeah, I'm glad you said you were listening to a lot of things because I wanted to ask you like outside of just rap, like were there any other genre that interests you that
Yeah,
you had
R&B.
R&B, but
Yeah, I used to like the R&B heavy.
really
Yeah, it come from my mom. Oh yeah.
she had that on like just consistently
Yeah.
throughout.
Then she was always playing that.
Did you ever try to play around with that as you found your way into music? Like you ever felt like you wanted to do
Nah,
something else?
I ain't never tried to play with the R&B vibe, but that's why I be trying to, like when I be doing like certain samples or like certain vibes on beats, I be trying to do it with an R&B beat, and then switch the vibe up on the drill vibe to like that type of vibe, like talking about that type of shit,
Yeah,
but just it
what
would
they're
be
saying on the
different.
R&B
Yeah,
song. Yeah, okay. So you're knowledgeable of the samples that you use when you're
yeah,
beating.
hell yeah.
Okay, is that like a collaboration thing with you and the producer, or they just send you the shit and you just automatically know what type of samples they?
Yeah, sometimes I be telling them what samples to make. Most of the time, I'll tell them what sample to make. That's the thing. I don't be just going off the samples that be on YouTube. I used to like when I first started, but as I really started like filling in more, I'll send them samples that I know, old R&B samples or old like any type of samples, and send them and just tell them to make the beat with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll put it together, and that's how it turned out.
Yeah. Are those some of the things that you think kind of differentiate you from
Yeah,
other artists?
hell yeah.
What other thing do you think kind of separate you from a lot of artists?
Cause I can make like real different, like I could switch it up, like I can make real different type of music, like anytime, like.
What do you mean by real difference?
Like you see how I got the drill vibe, right? And then when I did, you see losing control, I got that type of vibe,
Fire.
right? And then you see Feel of Rage, it's that type of vibe. It's like 3 different types of vibes right there. Like I go into the love vibe, like the love drill vibe for the females and all that. Or I could just go to the struggle vibes, like talking about me in a hood growing up, for me, all the struggles, or like for me, the outcome and all that. Or I could just go back to that hardcore drill shit.
Yeah.
Like I could do all of them.
Now you did it, and you demonstrated a lot of that on the project.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good look for yourself. So you're in the hood, you doing what you got to do. You're making music. You found your way, and fast forward just a little bit. You signed a deal. Talk about that. Like what was that? I know you've mentioned this a couple of times, but for our audience who are not familiar, like what was that process like? How did you get the call or the email, whatever the contact was? How did that happen?
I was shooting a video. I was on a block. I was outside on the block shooting a video. That's how crazy it is. We shooting a video on the block, and I see a text. I get a text from my son Solomon. Feel me? From me, he saw an X and all that. But I'm like, I seen them like before, but I'm just seeing he text me like, yo, bro. So I hit him back. He like sent me a number and all that. So once he texts me, I automatically hit my manager, buddy. I'm like, yo, like Solomon just text me. For me, I seen him because I already knew him from he was fucking with my son Flock and all that for me. So I already knew what was going on. So I had automatically hit my manager. I'm like, what's up? You think like this shit is legit and all that? Cause I'm thinking. And buddy like, yeah, he legit and all that. Like so I started talking to him and shit. They was like, yo, we interested in you, and shit, and your brother and all that. I was like, for me, we gonna meet up. We gonna have a meeting. We was just talking for a little bit. Told me we gonna meet up and chop it up. Met up, have a dinner and all that. Everything was for me sounding right, and then we just went forward with it for me.
I wonder why it sounded right though, because at this point, right, like you all have so much access to a lot of things, right? You have Twitch where you can really connect with your fans one-on-one. You have Instagram, you can go live. You got TikTok. Like there's so many ways you can push your content out where I guess the extra help may not be necessary. So why did it felt like, a label was the right thing for you?
Honestly, because like when I first signed, like even like Twitch and all that just came out. That wasn't really like active like when I was like when I first like got signed and all that. Only thing was really active was TikTok and shit. So for me, I was of course TikTok and all that. I would be trying shit like trying to do shit on TikTok with certain shit. I just was like,
I guess the better question is, what do you feel like the label can do for you that you can't do on your own?
For me, it's just like they could just help me like just experience, like get to a bigger audience, like honestly, bro. Cause like I got different type of music, like that I know I got different type of music that I want to put out. That for me, like that's like only out here. This audience, the New York drill audience, is like my shit could go bigger than that. Like I know, like the music I got is gonna bigger than that. So I know they could just like give me the bigger audience and shit. Like when I got tapped in with mad like people like for me that I thought it wasn't like that I didn't know who I was. That no for me, like from there. And it's like when you with certain people and you with the right people, certain shit just work better.
Yeah.
Feel me?
And have you been seeing that result? Like just being with the label, have you been seeing some elevation?
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah. I've been seeing elevation, hell yeah, on everything,
Also,
streams, all that shit, hell yeah. Like everything like it's just going up for me. But for me right now I'm just trying to like just be on my consistent shit right now for this time and just finish out with the last type of vibe I got because I'm about to switch over to this like new vibe like with my music. So it's
what new vibe?
It's like the loser control type vibe, feel it right. I'm gonna start dropping just more of those songs. Like you see how I'll be waiting, drop those once in the blue and keep dropping drill. It's gonna be like that. I'm gonna be dropping those a lot and once in the blue dropping drill music. Like that. That's how I'm trying to really like get to.
Yeah, I seen like what I saw a lot of people wondering from you is like,
Cause it's like
are you trying to like move away from drill? Because I saw a lot of people asking that on Reddit. Like when I was doing research, like some of your fans were just curious if you're trying to shift.
Yeah, if I'm trying to move away, yeah.
You trying to do something else? Because I think they're getting that sense that you want to move away, not necessarily move away. Like drill is not a
that's a fact.
It's like,
of course, I know what you're saying,
but like just expand and do something else.
Right? Yeah. I just want to expand. Of course, like not necessarily move away from drill, but just expand and do more music and tap more into that type of music because I already tapped into the drill vibe OD already. So I just want to tap into different modes and like see how everybody try to say like we can't, us as NY drill artists, they try to say we can't do different music and I just want to show that we could. For me, why that I could. For me, I just want to show him a different vibe because when I show him a different vibe, like the outcome was great. For me, so it's like I just want to keep doing that.
And I want to talk about staying on a great outcome, man. The Crash, what was it?
Crash Out.
The Crash Out record is doing really good. It was like over 300K, right?
Yeah, it's at 600. It's at 600K right now.
Oh shit! Damn. Yeah,
and it just hit a month.
That record is doing really good. But there's a line from that record that I want to dive into, man. And obviously, you know, you don't have to speak into nothing that you don't want to speak into. But when I hear something, I just want to talk about it more. So on the record, you said caught a case, but you beat it. I didn't know you were locked up. So I'm like, what were you locked up for?
Oh, I caught a gun charge.
When? Yeah. This is early this year?
Nah, this is last year September. I caught a gun charge. Feel me? I caught a gun charge or whatever. But for me, it was like the way they did it was some illegal shit anyway. Like for me, the way the cops did it, they just did some crazy shit for me. The shit was just, it was around, it was inside the car, but for me, it wasn't on me. I got charged with it. For me, went to the Rock, paid bail, and just fought the case for me. Just kept fighting it for me. So I already knew I was gonna be good for me, and God willing, I beat the case. So that's what I was talking about for me off the gun charge.
So it's not on your record?
They took it off. Yeah, they took it off. Okay. That's why I was sturdy. I'm like, yeah.
Did you have to sit down for it, or?
The only time I sat down for like a little week and a half, like when I first got arrested. For me, like when the situation happened, I bailed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, when did I hear Kenzo got arrested? I was trying to think about it. I'm like,
I bailed out.
I wonder how New York laws really affect, rappers, but just not rappers, but like just average normal kids who are in dangerous environment and they feel like they got to protect themselves. And you got these like crazy laws that are like, if you do little shit, they taking you down for that.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's like they don't understand what it's like.
Yeah, they
to
don't know
live
what it's
your
like to be,
everyday life. You know what I
to
mean?
be outside really in this shit.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's not like it's kind of like you either protect yourself or you gonna be, God
Right.
forbid, in a casket. And it's like, I don't get it. Like they need to. Yeah, they're working on it right now because
Yeah.
I know I saw something about.
Yeah,
the
I seen
gun.
they was working on the laws. Yeah.
So they're trying to change it up a little bit. It's still a little tricky because you still gotta. It benefits the people who have money. They changed the gun. I don't know the name for it, but what was it? They changed the laws a little bit, but it only benefits the people who got money.
Yeah.
That's me. Because the rules are like you gotta pay $400 and something dollars, couple months. You gotta go to, I think, not therapy, psychiatrist or something like that.
Well,
Like,
you gotta have no record, no nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything
Like,
it's come with a lot.
impossible for a regular nigga.
It comes with a lot. Hell yeah, it come with a lot. They know what they doing.
That shit
It's
is
only gonna be for
crazy.
certain people. Like
Thank
they need it for me, but like, and you go to these other states. That's the shit crazy. Them everybody could go get a gun. Everybody could go get it for me.
Bro,
but it's not like that out here. It's just that the laws is just different.
I'm gonna say, I've said this before, so I'm not saying anything crazy, but I think everyone needs to have a gun, yo. And the reason why is because imagine if we all have guns. I think you're gonna think
Everybody
twice.
will be humble a little bit more. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's true. Everybody will be humbled a little bit more.
Because if you
Because
try,
everybody got a gun. So it's like,
you know,
like, we know how this shit could go both ways. So it's like, let's think about this shit.
Let's think about
before this shit get crazy. It's
you
true.
You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
So I was thinking,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't get why they don't want to do that. Because it's like, obviously we know people gonna go crazy and do some stupid shit. We get that, but that's happening with.
But that's happening every year. Yeah,
So
it's happening anyway. It's gonna happen regardless. It happens anyway, even whether we got gun laws or not. It's gonna happen. So we might as well just.
Especially for the innocent people who just walking around and
Exactly.
people doing dumb shit to them. You know what I mean? And that shit don't make no sense. So
Hell yeah.
I be thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, they need to give everybody a gun. Because I think twice before if I know a nigga got a gun, I'm gonna think twice before I run up on him. Like, yeah, do I like my life?
Right.
I think twice before you run up on a nigga. But we talked about your brother earlier. Do you think it's ever possible y'all gonna do a joint tape together?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's in the works right now.
Really?
It's in the works. Hell yeah.
Like how much in the works is it?
It's in the works. Like we already been working on it, honestly. Like, but we just like slowed down so we could drop our own projects. Like I drop my project, TG project is about to drop. This for me, it's everything is dropping. So we just like, but the joint project's gonna be at the top of the year, 2023. Like
Yeah.
in the
Because I know
beginning.
y'all got hella song together.
Hell yeah.
And y'all collab really well, and he was on your project too. Are you on his project?
Oh yeah, I'm on his project. Hell yeah.
And so that would be really nice. I think people are looking forward to that too.
Hell yeah.
Like, have y'all started on it, or is it something?
Yeah, we started on it. We started on it, but we just gotta work more on it. Yeah, we gotta work more on it. Once we get these, once I already got my project. Once he get his project out, that's what we gonna lock all the way in on it, and that shit gonna be done in no time.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you something, man. I wonder what you think about. I wonder what you think about as far as like what's better, if we comparing in their prime, because I feel like the Bronx kids, there's just something that they had that's just like overpowered what Brooklyn.
But Brooklyn, yeah.
And I wonder what do you think it was? Like Brooklyn had this wave, and then the Bronx kid came and twisted it and added something, and it just seemed like now everybody is coming from the Bronx. It's like, but it's not stopping. It's like a couple niggas here, and then boom, another nigga come and he had a run, like boom, they got.
Because I feel like it's like we originally like the originators in the Bronx for a lot of shit. So it's like once we really want to do something, like everybody just like even when it was like, see how when certain people came out breakdancing back in the day, now everybody in the Bronx, everybody out here breakdown, everybody's just like focused on that shit. It's like in the Bronx when niggas want to play ball, when niggas want to rap, when niggas want to do this, everybody really do that shit and they really put their mind. You see everybody really trying to do that shit for real.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent in the Bronx, but it seems like niggas don't fuck with the Bronx for a reason. For some reason,
I don't know, man. They hate us, but they love us at the same time. You know, it's like that. It's a hate love thing. I don't know. It's cause, bro, you can't really just come to the Bronx and do anything you want. You can't. Everything shit ain't. You can't do. Shit ain't really sweet out there.
Yeah.
Gangsta.
Who do you listen to as far as like the boroughs, like, or like just in your own personal time? Who do you listen to?
Like, as drill rappers or like,
drill rappers, not mainstream.
Yeah. Drill rappers from old drill rappers or new right now.
Current, whichever you have on your phone that you
current. Yeah, current. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to certain drill rappers. For me, 4-1. For me, I listen to them niggas. Those my guys. I fuck with their music heavy. For me, of course, me and Mons from DOA. Everybody, like, we all everybody just make good music. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let's see. Favi, of course, I've been listening. I fuck with Favi heavy.
People in in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Favi, hell yeah, Favi, Rowdy. Feel me? Bobby ain't really been making no shit like that heavy, like how he's supposed to, but
yeah, Bobby dancing right now.
Yeah, he living life, he doing him. Yeah. But you know, it's like the Bronx, we just got the heavy hitters, bro. It's like everybody, like, you all got, it's just like, you can listen. In the Bronx, you can just listen to anything, but it's just so much music out here.
I'm asking, the reason why I'm asking is because I seen, I was watching C Blue Twitch. He's always listening to different artists. Yeah. And like, even if it's his ops, he'll still listen to him. So I was wondering if you felt that way. Like, do you have, are there any limits to who you listen to, or even if they're the op, if they make good music, do you still listen to it? Or
I can't say it's like any limits. Like, for me, I'll tap in. If I want to tap into it, I'm gonna tap into it for me and see what they saying. But it's not some shit I'm gonna be playing all the time. But I will tap into certain shit and just to see how it sound and shit. Yeah. You know, everybody tapping at everybody shit. Even if they say they don't, they lying. Feel me? Everybody listen to everybody shit. Even if you don't like it, you gonna tap in to see what they saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know what's crazy, yo? I mean, I don't ever get this, but if a nigga diss you on a fire record, it's like I'm gonna say it off camera. I want to say it, but I don't want to get the backlash for it. So I'm gonna say it off camera. But that record is so hard. But I know that record is terrible. But that shit is so hard, man. I know y'all know what record I'm talking about. It was a #1 record on YouTube, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hard, that shit was crazy.
That record is catchy, but god damn, that record
that was my shit.
You listen to that record?
Yeah, that was my shit.
So like, do you, if the niggas you don't fuck with make better, not better music, but if the music is really good, even if they dissing you, can you still listen to it?
Oh yeah, I can listen to it. I can listen to it 1-2 times. Why not? I don't care. I don't care. I'll be like, when you see what I got, it's gonna be like, all right, bet. For me, I just listen to it, see what they say. I bet they said this, copy. Shit ain't about nothing, and I just come with some crazy shit. But just for me,
you brought up.
I laugh at shit like that. Like shit like that, it's just like certain shit be a TGV in the crib joke about we see niggas dissing us on the track. You know, let's listen to see what the fuck these niggas said. Listen to that shit live, go to the studio, make some shit. You know, that's how it be.
So y'all be aware. Like, y'all be like paying attention to everything that's going on. Somebody diss y'all know. Yeah. Obviously.
Even if, like, I ain't gonna lie, but most of the time I don't pay attention. Like, if somebody diss me, I won't know, but I have fans sending it to me and shit like that. Like, that's how I find out. Yeah. I don't be like, no, let me go. Yeah. It's fans always send me that shit.
That's got to be annoying. Like, you probably don't even care. You don't want to know.
No, I don't care, yeah.
No, they saying it to you instantly. And they be the detective, man. They be, they break down everything. Yo, online, here he said this, he said all the screenshots.
They be on it. They know everything.
Yeah, but I was going to ask you, you brought up the DOA guys earlier, and I wanted to know, how did you met them guys? Like, y'all grew up together?
Like, for me and Dougie, we locked in with Dougie a couple years ago. For me, just being young niggas outside. For me, we knew each other, Dougie, and then we met Flock and shit like that. Those were the first two that me and TG met, for me. And that's before all this rap shit and all that shit, for me. And it's like we always fucking with each other. We always just been locked in because certain people from their sides lived on my sides, for me. So from my side lived on their sides, for me. So we just always locked in like that. And then plus with my son JB, rest his soul, for me. For me, when he passed away, for me, we was already locked in crazy before that, but that just brung everything together for me.
So you were locked in with K Flock?
Yeah, Dougie.
And Dougie before everybody else?
Hell yeah, before I was locked in with everybody else, it was K Flock and Dougie. Like, yeah, hell yeah.
How did y'all meet?
But Dougie,
y'all grew up in the same block?
Nah, Dougie was just like, we just around, bro. I don't know, just outside, being young niggas, we meet. For me, the vibe was valid, and then we just all fuck with each other. It was just like that, bro.
They weren't making music.
It was genuine, yeah. Nobody was there. We was doing like our little music shit, like, but we was making music back in the day, cause me and TG been making music, but it was like some calm shit. But they wasn't making music yet, nah. But we was always talking about how we was just going to do the music shit too. We was always talking about that shit.
And how's the relationship currently? Like, do y'all still communicate here?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
What about Flock? Cause I know
bros.
He's under his circumstances.
Yeah, those the bros. Yeah. Yeah, I speak to Flock once in a while. I don't speak to him as much as I should, for me, because
you got your own life, you know.
For me, but it's not even that. Like, it's like, for me, I be trying to speak to him, for me, but you know, certain times you send your number out to certain people, they forget to give it to him, or he call you. But I always get on the phone with Flock once in a blue. My son in good spirits. He be home soon. Yeah. We praying for him. He gonna be home real soon.
Have you had the time to create something with them?
Yeah, of course. With Flock and Dougie, hell yeah, we all built it from me, Flock, TG, Dougie, just us four. We built our own bonds of linking to every time, linking every day, doing certain shit together, or just linking, doing our own vibing together and shit like that. So we was just locked in.
Well, music wise, do y'all got any other collaboration?
Music wise, we got some music. We ain't get to make as much music as we got to with Flock, for me. But other than that, with Dougie and shit, you see him and TG just drop something. Everybody, I got something with, from even me. We all got something from, but it's more shit that should be coming in the works. For me, more music.
And since we on the term of more music, they want to know if you're gonna drop Ready to Blitz Part 2. Like, is there gonna be a Part 2 coming?
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was like, hell yeah. We've been saying we was gonna do a Ready to Blitz Part 2 for a minute, but we definitely gonna do it. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't know when. It's gonna be real soon.
I think they want it. They craving for that shit, man. Do you Google? Not Google, but do you search yourself on Reddit?
I ain't gonna lie, not really. You should. Honestly,
they ready for it. That's like one of their shit right there. And now since we're on Ready to Blitz, we can have the conversation. I was on YouTube a couple of days ago, and I ran into a Blockwork interview with P Films. They were having a conversation about the Drill Nation concert that you and some other artists were at. I saw the flyer. I think I saw it on Facebook. First off, the initial reaction. Like, what was your reaction when you saw the flyer? Like, obviously they sent your personal flyer. And then did you know about the other flyers and who else on the lineup? Yeah, I knew who else was on the lineup. For me, I ain't really care, but I'm like, bro, I'm on that anyway. So it's like, for me, it was a strictly business. Yeah, I was on a business time. I was like, for me, but it's like at that time, he was on some day room shit. He wasn't even in a mix. He wasn't jacking beefing nobody, nothing. He was in gangbanging. He swear he changed his life or whatever. Like, ooh. Blockwork. Yeah. So now it's like, for me, he had them calling my phone, talking about he's scared, he don't want nothing to happen and all that. For me, I already had. So that's true. Yeah, that's true. I already had. Call you before the concert. Yeah. Oh. He had the people. He called the people that put me onto the show, like KVH and all of them, bro, that put me into the show. When he see me on the flyer, he called them and told them to call me and all that and do all the extra. Talking about, bro, I don't want nothing going on, bro. I don't got beef with y'all, bro. I already said it. I posted it on Instagram. So, wait. So feel me? He called you. Nah, he ain't called me. You called him. Nah, hell no. He said on P Films. He ain't say on P Films. He called me. You gotta listen. He said he told them that he got to get on the phone with me. He called me. He didn't call me though. He called
me, I was on the phone with KVH and them, and they like, yo, can we add Blockwork to the core? You wanted to get on the core or whatever. I'm like, for me, I ain't want to add the nigga to the core. Like, bro, just add him. I'm like, fuck it, add him. For me, that's when he was talking, trying to be all peacemaker. I don't know how he trying to say. For me, he was ready on that time, and before that, for me, everybody seen his post and all. I don't gotta say much. He just said he wasn't on that. He just wasn't on that time, and then like he kept it like that, and he like kept it like that. He wasn't on that. For me, I guess like now since I don't know, bro. He just like now he wasn't on that after the show still, but now all of a sudden I don't know he just come on some whole different type of Tommy nigga lying, doing all that shit, and it's like I was really going to feed into it, but it's like he just like was just saying anything, like he was just lying on that shit, and like he didn't call and want peace, like he didn't want nothing to happen. He said he don't got no problems with nobody. Like even though he posted it all on the internet, everybody already knew he said that. But it's like I already knew that. I had a feeling he was going to do that. But for me, off the strength of that was the show and all that, it was business and all that. It was in New York too, so that was just already the craziest part.
Yeah, they
it's like
don't want y'all to.
Now, yeah, it was in New York. It was 1,000 cops and shit. But it's like he wasn't on that. For me, so when I performed, he wasn't even there.
Backstage?
I seen him backstage when I first walked.
Shook hands backstage. Is that true?
Hell no, bro. What the fuck? That's why I said that's why I went on live after that and I had to address that shit, bro. Cause like every just started coming on and shit saying anything, bro. We came in the back. I looked at that nigga. Me and my niggas looked at him. He walked out because I was about to. When I came in, it was time for me to perform. So I came in like 5 minutes. It's time for me to perform. By the time I go perform, he wasn't there. By the time I come out, he wasn't there. He wasn't even there no more. So it was like that's the only time I see the niggas when I first walked in. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, some pussy day room nigga that I don't want nothing. He don't want no smoke, nothing. So I don't gotta give him. He's not a threat at all. He's not a threat to me. So it's like I wasn't worried about him. He already called my line on all that peaceful shit. So I was like, the fuck? I'm not gonna keep forcing this shit, bro. He's day room.
You know what I wonder, man? Like, what was going on through your mind?
I really wanted to violate him.
We don't gotta go into that. Right. But what was going on through your mind when you performed the record?
Oh, Ready to Blitz?
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't care.
Did you want it to perform something else? Did they offer you to perform something else?
I ain't gonna lie. When I came, that's what was on. That was one of the songs that was on and shit. That was performed like 3 songs, and one of them was on. One of them I was when I was Ready to Blitz. So, yeah.
Did you at least took out the line where you had for him, or did you?
Nah, I ain't take out nothing. I wasn't taking out nothing, bro. That just to show niggas that I still don't give a fuck. Like honestly, bro. Like just cause niggas think it's this right now, I don't know. I already knew 9 times out of 10 he was gonna go back to that same energy. Mm-hmm. For me, just trying to be safe for the night, or be. He was not even safe for the night because he wasn't doing no crazy shit for like a month and some change, 2 months, 3 months after that. But once the little nigga died or whatever, Naughty died and shit, he just like, I guess he like just went to a whole, pretty much just went back to that mode. Like bro, I don't even like, he just wanted to be on that time and again, I guess, bro. It's like, that's some corny shit. You should have just stayed on that time if that was the case. For me, don't try to be a peacemaker and talk about you changing your life around and then now you back on that shit and then it's not even like you're doing it for somebody who had the same energy, who had the same feelings for you.
Yeah.
You doing that.
There is something positive that I want to highlight about this though. I like that y'all both, regardless of how you feel about him, I like that y'all both can say, you know what, we're going to get this bag. You know what I mean? I like that. And I think that needs to be highlighted more, is that y'all two can be like, we can go in this room, get our money, and walk out. Because that's important, because New York don't want y'all to perform in your own city. So it's like, something like that. I get it, y'all got y'all differences, but to be able to, go into the same concert with, someone who you may not see eye to eye with and just say, this is about business. I mean, that's honorable to me. I salute y'all for that. So I just want to put that out there first off.
But I just wanted to put this out. It would have never even, honestly, like I can't say it would have went that way if he was still on that timing. The only way it really went that way is because he was on peaceful timing. So I can't say what I would have did or how I would have reacted if he was still like
you can be on about your money though.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Of course. Right? Of course. I would have been about my money. For me, I would have did what I do for the show, but I can't. For me, you know how it go, bro. Like, for me, anything, like, any like weird shit. I just like, you know.
There was a lot of stuff he said on the P film interview.
Exactly.
And I think the last one that I want to get to was, you know, what I disagree with, but I think he was just throwing salt when he said he didn't think you had hits.
Yeah.
Because I disagree with that. And I wrote down some of my favorite joints from yours.
Hell yeah,
and
bro.
I didn't like, you know, I'm a fan of both of y'all.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like, I don't like false narrative.
Yeah,
know?
that was
like,
just weird. Like, and that was false, of course. Like, it's like I would even say no shit like that. I ain't gonna hate or nigga. Like, how you gotta really have some hate in your blood to say some lies shit like that.
I count 7 joints that I personally like.
Exactly. You know, I don't even think niggas could count 5 from him. 5 hits.
Let me not laugh. This how
from him.
In trouble.
5 hits from him. Let me know 5. Let me know 4 Blockwork hits. Let me know.
I'm on the spot right now, so I don't.
Anybody in the comments, go comment. Let me know. 5.
D&D is like the first one that's.
Yo, D&D. That's his main. Like, that's gonna be forever his main song.
And the joint that he just put out to E-Dot. That's fine. That joint was.
Yeah, but look, of course that's gonna do views. Look what he was about. So that was trending at that time. So it's like,
yeah,
put a song out to that. Of course you're gonna get some views. They would put something out right after that, and it's nothing. It's like, bro, you can't even like. For me, bro, it's like you saying I got no hits is crazy.
Okay,
like,
so now you went on live, and you come at P. Now P is my guy.
Yeah, P is my god too.
What do you feel like he did wrong?
P Films is my god too. I just feel like what he was doing wrong. He was just like acting like he was supporting his antics too much. And I like, for me, like when we do something with P, like when we talk about certain shit, P make sure he stay out of it. Like he stay on a professional mode. I just feel like he wasn't on that mode when he was in that interview. Like really, bro. It's like P is my god though. Like I spoke to him on Instagram and all that. For me, we was chopping up a little bit. For me, like that's my god. I just feel like for me, he just should have just chilled a little bit. P on the line.
P on the line. What's up, P Film? You're on Cam Capone News.
Come on, if you ain't tapping it, you tapping out.
Come on now.
P Films, you're on Cam Capone News, man.
Talk to me. What you got?
So me and Kenzo having a conversation. I'm gonna just run it down for you real quick. So we talked about, you know, Blockwork being on your platform. He has some things to say about Kenzo. You know, I disagree with him saying Kenzo didn't have a lot of hits because I wrote down some of my personal favorites and I got 7. So for and I know you has. It was just a certain way that I think Kenzo just didn't like how you behaved during the interview as far as like behavioral, like you laughing in a certain way. But I mean, I get that's kind of where we're at right now. So what do you have to say, man?
Behave is a funny word to use. But
how so?
So cause behave sounds like niggas is in elementary school or something. Like, but nah, all right, so I spoke to Kenzo. Number one, Kenzo's the bro. TG's the bro. Everybody from 57. I fuck with all of them.
Oh yeah, that's bro.
Everybody over there. All right, boom. I think the way I looked at it, it's like this. Like, when Blockwork is talking, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing to say like, yo, the nigga got no hits or Blockwork is right. It's not more so I'm confirming that he's right or this nigga, he's telling the truth. I'm just laughing like, you know, it's like niggas just sitting down bullshitting. You not believing everything a nigga's saying, because I'm not there. I can't say Blockwork is right. I can't say Kenzo's right.
Right.
When I spoke to Kenzo in the DMs, I said his story did sound different. I didn't say Blockwork is lying. I didn't say Kenzo's lying. I just said his story sounded different. But
yeah.
I could see why a nigga might be like, yo, why you laughing when he said I got no hits? But I feel like Kenzo was wrong because he said I laughed, but he didn't say the part when I shouted out a song. I said, I laughed, but then I was like, yo, come on, he got fit to the set, and then he cut me off. I was going to name some stuff, but he cut me off.
Nah, I did hear, I heard when you said the fit to the set shit, of course, but for me, it was like, even when he said it, he was like, Kenzo got no hits, and you laughed at the same time you were saying, like, you repeated it, so, like, the way you know how people gonna see, like, they hear this shit, they like, hold on, like, It's like the way, and that's like for me, you know, in certain time when we say certain shit about certain niggas, P, you know how you be, bro. You stay away from that shit. So you for me probably like giggle a little, but you wouldn't really get into it like that or like repeat certain shit. And then I just like that. It's like certain shit that you was just doing with him. It was like, feel me, and like. Or we'll say something and you feel it like that wasn't that way, or like story's a little different, you'll tell us. But like for me, you knew what was going on with that story. For me, you ain't like address him when he was saying like certain shit that you know, like that was just like, come on, bro. We spoke, me and you spoke before the show, around the show, after the show, so you knew, P. You knew everything that was going on.
You're basically saying like, from what I'm getting from this, and I think from what I took from P Film platform, is he normally challenged.
Yeah, he challenged what people say, yeah.
Not just kind of like.
And not just like, yeah. So, feel me? Like he would have challenged me at TG if we would have said some shit like that about a certain op or a certain rapper. Like P Film the type of nigga to challenge. Like, hold on, I don't know. Feel me? Like he wasn't doing that with him. And I was like, feel me? That's the only thing. That's the only thing though. That was the only thing.
I can see what he's saying, P.
You know what? Yeah. You know what's crazy? He's right about that. I can say, you know what's crazy? When I did the interview too, I was more relaxed.
Yeah.
Not more like I felt like I was being more like for me on the regular, that's who I am. Like I just be laughing at shit. I don't care about defending certain things or whatever the case may be. But when I'm working, I should have, because I am now working, this is not just me outside of P Films. Outside of P Films, I could just bullshit with niggas, laugh, talk shit, and joke around. But on the platform, yeah, there was a standard where I should have challenged that. But I definitely think I was mad calm that day, like just letting him, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just letting him talk and shit and all that, yeah.
But nah, like I don't think you don't have no hits. But yes, I could see why you would think that I'm like kind of.
Nah, and that's why I said I knew you ain't felt like I ain't have no hits. That's why I was like, why you ain't challenge him, like. Feel me? It's like you said something and then he just cut you off. Feel me? And like Peter, you don't usually let niggas do that, and it's like. Feel me? You just letting him get too comfortable, like in the interview, like he was just getting too comfortable, like he was wild comfortable. Feel me?
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, definitely when I was like.
Not saying it's on you. It's just like the way he was just too comfortable, like feel me?
Damn, P, he's sunning you right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, you gotta start some shit. Like P, I told P, I text P, I'm like P, you know, bro, I fuck with you, P. Like we gotta come up there. I'm gonna come up for another interview. We gonna talk. Like, we gonna really talk about it, like, face to face, and we let everybody know, like, what it was and shit like that. For me, because P, I'm just so used to P just challenging niggas. Feel me? If I say this shit, I'm used to P, like, hold on, like, I don't know, man. Like, feel me? Like, I just...
See, he just wanted you to keep it fair. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, but I feel you, but I wish you would have said it like that. You see, when we go on the live, and we be like, nah, I want to cut niggas off, that's too far.
Nah, I ain't say I wanted to cut you off, bro. I said, see, shit like that, when niggas, like, act like they, like, those, like, know about niggas, that's the type of shit that make niggas cut niggas off. I ain't say I was cutting you off, P. Because if that was the case, I would have never texted you on the gram, feel me? After that, I was like, for me, chopped it up with you, for me, I made sure, I'm like, let me hit P, even though I said that on live, for me, I'm like, let me hit P and tell him, for me, so he know. For me, like, this shit, I ain't one of them other little David niggas that was just, for me, I was just heated in the moment. I'm looking at the live and shit. But what I'm sharing, all the fans is seeing too. Is they commenting saying the same shit I'm saying, feel me? So it's just like me just like expressing this shit more. Like, it's like everybody was seeing what I was seeing. So I knew I was in there.
You know, I gotta give you that. I ain't gonna lie. I was ready to be like, nah, but you know what? I see the point. Because normally, I will challenge a nigga, but I'm not gonna hold you. There are certain interviews where I'll be a little bit more reserved. I ain't gonna lie. I could have challenged them a little bit more, like, nah, yo, bro, he got this. What? Can I say this though?
And that would have made this shit more interesting.
Hold on, P. What you gotta say?
Hold on. But can I say this? Technically, what is a hit? Because niggas' songs is not on radio, bro.
No, that's a fact. But we know we was talking about like, and of course we all know that. But
they
we talking about
in the streets.
And street hits, like NY drill hits. Feel me?
Yeah, we all know the joints that.
Yeah, like we talk about as an NY drill hits. We wasn't getting real technical. Like everybody knew we talk about. Everybody know like in the NY drill shit we talk about. We say like their hits. We talk about our community.
Yeah, that's a fact. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. First when niggas was telling me, yo, I think niggas made it sound worse. Like when they was like, yo, you was on live talking shit about me or something.
Yeah, of course. Then you know everybody always gonna make it sound just like how they was making it seem like when they text me about you. Like it's just like how that shit gonna go. I had to just go look for myself for me and see what's going on.
When I heard it, I ain't think it was as bad. I don't think it was that bad. I'm like, yo,
No.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yo, so Boo don't gotta bring the boxing gloves for y'all too. I said Boo don't gotta bring the boxing gloves. Y'all don't want to box it out?
Yeah, that's my heart, man. That's my heart. That's gang, man.
I am gonna start some shit like that too. Some shit for fitness.
Alright, man. You
got a promo.
Alright, P. Appreciate you tapping in.
Shout out to you, people your thing, Kenzo.
Yo, P. Fields, you know the vibe, bro. Keep going up, bro. I appreciate you, gang. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely, bro. You know we are.
P. Love, bro.
Love, gang.
I'm glad y'all straightened that out, man.
Hell yeah, man. Had to give him the facts real quick, man.
Nah, but I knew what you were saying, and when he called me and we talked, and I told him I was interviewing you, and he brought it, he brought it up, and he asked me, how I felt about it, and I told him, I said, to me, when I watched the clip, it didn't feel like you were challenging him, and you're more known for like when you see BS, you gonna call BS, and it just seemed like you said, he was more relaxed, and he was just like letting him talk, which there's nothing wrong with that, but at some point, you gotta take that responsibility that you've put on yourself, which is, to call BS when you see it. So,
right. That's what I was saying.
I just got one question for you, man, before we get out of here, man. My last question to you, man, I just want to know, man, like, what has been the most stressful thing you think so far of being an artist who is signed to a label?
Just like trying to
just break that down, like it's
a lot.
You get what I'm saying?
It's a lot for me. It's a lot, bro. Just trying to make sure you get the right crowd. Make sure your shit is like going the right way. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to, like, you gotta do certain shit like a certain way first before you can do it your way. Sometimes, and that'll be stressful. That could be stressful at times, even though sometimes it's for the better. Or sometimes for me it's like just working, just knowing you gotta work and knowing you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It'd be stressful at some time, but when you, for me, this is what you wanna do, you're gonna find a way to get through with it. For me, you're gonna get through that shit.
I like that answer, man. And I was gonna say that's my last question, but the wrist is kind of blinding me. So what you got on your wrist, man?
Man, Cartier, man. Cartier, like it's like everybody,
Something like you bought that when you got something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to ask you how much. I don't want niggas in your pockets. When the chain coming? Chain ain't coming?
Yeah, the chain coming soon, man. Top of the year, like around like that time, like probably around I probably might wait till like around my birthday to get my shit.
Oh, when your birthday?
My shit May next year though, May.
Oh, so you don't wait till May?
Yeah,
okay.
Probably around that time for me. It's a whole lot of moves coming, bro. I'm making, man. I'm doing a whole lot of shit. I'm working, bro. Projects, all that shit coming, bro. So
that's dope, man.
We gonna be working, bro. We ain't going nowhere, but we gonna keep being more relevant. We trying to just get more relevant for me.
Ton of vision.
It's only beginning.
Ton of vision. That's all you can do. Ton of vision, consistency.
Definitely.
Just keep putting it out,
that's
man.
What I've been doing.
Mr. Ready to Blitz is out right now.
Now we go stream now on all platforms. The deluxe drop this Friday, December 16th. Everybody go tune in. I'm about to. Y'all gonna be able to pre-save it real soon by tomorrow. So or the next day. So just get ready. Everybody just tune in. You got some shit on there.
Alright, Kenzo, let them know where they can follow you on all the social media.
On Instagram, for me, _Kenzo Balla, for me. That's Instagram. On Twitter, Kenzo Balla 703. On TikTok, Kenzo Balla _703. For me, I'm about to get on my TikTok shit heavy. So y'all already know. What else? That's I don't really be on. For me, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything is Kenzo Balla for me. All streaming platforms, Kenzo Balla.
Definitely heavy on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was on your Facebook.
Yeah, I be on Facebook sometimes too. For me, that's like Kenzo
talking
Balla
shit
too.
On Facebook.
My old shit. Yeah, I be on there. I still come on there time to time talking my shit when I want to and all that. But yeah, that's about it, man. I got a whole lot of shit. I'm whole lot of he coming 2023. I'm coming different, bro. Most consistent. I'm the most underrated. I'm telling niggas, bro. and come in different.
I agree. I can agree to that.
Tell them, bro.
Definitely think very, very underrated.
I'm
excited, man. Nico said 2023 is your year, man. I don't know Nico to lie, so I'm excited to see it happen for you. So.
Alright, bro. I'm working hard, bro. I've been working harder, bro.
Congratulations on all your success, man.
Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You too, bro.
Thank you, man.
Keep going up, bro.
For sure. All right, y'all. Ken Capone News. Kenzo Balla is here. We'll see y'all. Peace.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.